Wyoming, and it's snowing. My camera was dead this morning. I must have left it on, so I wasn't able to catch the really good snow. When I woke up this morning, I got up about 2, and it was covered. Everything was covered with snow. I don't know, 2-3 inches, maybe a little more. And I actually didn't leave. I was gonna leave it too, but I didn't. Why would they mark a 19-foot bridge? Anyway, I was gonna leave it too, but I didn't. I'm driving at night on unfamiliar roads, snow-covered roads at that. So I went back to bed, and I got up just before daybreak, and took a look at it again, and it was even worse because it had kept snowing throughout the morning. So I thought, well, I gotta go for it anyway, so I went ahead and took off, and the roads were snow covered, and but the sun was just starting to come up. I mean, just starting to come up, and it was pretty easy to see where I needed to be. It just sucks I couldn't get any of it on camera, which really couldn't see anything anyway. It was just all white. And then they slowly started clearing up. I got down on I-25 going towards Casper, and they were just wet roads. And it's just like this now, just wet roads. Temperature's like 35 degrees here. Elevation's still the same, 5,294 feet, according to the GPS. And we're sort of on a little outer belt around Casper. Then I'm gonna pick up Highway 220. It's gonna start heading me south towards I-80. So the roads aren't covered at all in this area. Last night they were saying that Casper was supposed to get a half a foot, but I think that might be throughout the day today because it's supposed to snow all day. It's weird that it's 35 degrees and it's snowing. I guess that has something to do with the elevation. But it's not really sticking to the roads, and the roads were really well treated. Once I got off of US 18 onto I-25, they were just wet, really well treated. I've seen half a dozen snowplows out doing their thing. Roads aren't bad. There's no winds either, which is could really be make things even worse. So the wind is just null. But yeah, that's snow in what's the date today? It's April 30th, and it's snowing in Wyoming. I was talking to another driver, and he says there's really only 2 seasons here, winter and summer, and even sometimes it's winter and summer. So he was making a joke about it. But he actually left just before me this morning from the same place I stayed at last night. I caught up to him for a bit, but he went ahead and he was gone from me. He's faster. So I lost him. But we were going to the same place. We were chatting this morning. He said he didn't know either what was going on. He says, I'm just gonna drive her. Just gonna drive her until I can't drive her no more. And I was like, okay. My stupid lane assist keeps going off for no reason. Anyway, I was like, okay, just drive her. So yeah, we're just driving her. The only other problem is it's foggy and I can't see any of the sights, you know, you can't see anything. trying to climb this hill. I'm not doing a very good job. Come on, baby, let's go. Up the hill. Up the hill. Things are starting to deteriorate. We are, I don't know, about 30 miles from Rawlings, Wyoming. Rawlings is where I'm going to pick up I-80. But it started snowing again, and it's more ice and snow. That road right there, it looks wet, but that's not water, that's ice. And there's a couple ways I can tell that. First, the collision avoidance system radar on the front of the truck has iced over and no longer works. So my collision avoidance system is shut down, and that tells me that things are starting to ice up. The next is, and most blatant way to tell that that's ice, is my truck produces a spray on wet roads, and it's a big spray. There's little to no spray right now being put out. Also, you can feel it. I can feel it in the steering wheel. Now, my lane avoidance system keeps going off because the camera cannot see where the lane is, so it just goes off. So I disable it. But now it's sort of getting snow covered, so you can really tell that we're not on the surface of the road anymore. And I'm getting some side-to-side stuff going on, so the road conditions have definitely gone downhill. weather, and it looks like this is going to clear up west of Rollins. So I'd like to get through this. Crap. Just hope it doesn't get any worse. Some other dude talking on the CB earlier said he had to chain up. So if I have to chain up, it's gonna be a really bad day. I doubt I'll have to chain up. I'm just gonna keep pushing it, keep driving her until she won't go anymore. I notice I'm producing a lot more spray now, so that's not all ice that I'm on right there, but some of it is. I can still feel it. Slick spots in the road. So the key is just to keep it nice and steady. No quick movements. No engine brake, obviously. No cruise control. Just keep her steady. But yeah, we're at about 6,500 feet. Something going on up here. I think a truck is sideways in the road. I don't know what the hell is going on. I'm gonna pull over here and have a chat with FedEx and see why he isn't going up there. Alright, so there's a truck got stuck up here, and he's blocking the 2 right lanes on this hill. FedEx is lighter than I am. He's concerned he was gonna have to chain up, but we got looking at it, and I'm gonna go first in case FedEx has to stop. I don't think I'm gonna have to chain up because I'm heavy, so I'm gonna go for it. And we're gonna see how it goes. FedEx didn't want me to be behind him in case he got stuck and had to chain up, because he says he's real light. I think it just looks like slush to me. I don't know, to be honest, but this guy, he either spun out or broke down. Somehow he got across both these lanes. So we're gonna go into the middle, and it's slushy in the middle, but we're just gonna keep on moving. See if we can get up this little hill. So far, I'm not slipping at all. Not sure what kind of trouble he got into here. Oh, I think he's just broke down. Yeah, the roads are just wet. That's not all that big a deal. That's what happens when you don't know. It's slushy over in the left lane there. I wouldn't want to be over there, I don't think, but right here it's just wet. We're giving her. He shouldn't have any issue getting up that at all. But I figured I'd stop and check with him first, see what was going on. There's a reason why he wasn't going past, and I didn't want to go blowing by him, get halfway up this hill and get stuck. the worst thing in the world, is having to chain up. But even worse than that is if you have to stop in the middle of the lane, in the middle of the road and chain up. That's even if you can stop. If you stop on this hill, have to chain up, you might slide backwards. It's a big mess. This isn't bad. It's just wet. In this lane, it's just wet. So disaster averted so far. We're about 12 miles from Rawlings. Yeah, about 12 miles from Rawlings. That's where we're gonna get on I-80. Hopefully things are a little better there on I-80. Coming up on 7,000 feet elevation. I imagine by the time we get to the top of this, we'll be at 7,000. It's 30 degrees outside. It's snowing a little bit. It sort of stopped. So, I don't know. Just keep going. Shut up. Stupid lane deviation thing keeps going off. We just keep going until we can't go anymore. Northbound side of the road coming down the hill is really bad. That's no joke over there. I wouldn't want to be coming down this hill with a bunch of weight. I think more traffic comes southbound through here than northbound. Looks like FedEx came through. He's behind me now. He's actually catching up to me. Like I said, he's a lot lighter than I am. So he's just hauling along. He doesn't have weight pulling him down. It may have been a mistake on his part to get behind me because I'm going to be slow and he's going to be stuck back behind me. Yeah, we just blew through 7,000 feet. We're still climbing. Seems the wind is kicked up out here a bit too. It's blowing some snow across the road.